Hi there, this is Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with a finals match with our mono blue splash red, is it devotion, whatever you want to call it, deck. This is a keepable hand, very fine hand. We need to find into a red source for Keranos, but other than that, it is pretty typical mono blue starting hand. No, we don't like to mulligan this. And we are on the draw, so this actually makes our hand a little bit more powerful because we don't have the burst that you'd want to see in a regular mono list. He starts off with a Mutavault. Interesting play on his part. Probably mono black. We'll start off with a Cloudfin Raptor. So let's see what comes down here. It's going to be, ooh, interesting. Interesting. Looks like it might be a white weenie. Their matches took quite a while, though. I was waiting for quite a while, so I thought control, but it could just be weenie versus control, and the weenie just took a long time to actually take him out. So I think the right play here is just Nib Magus Elemental. Evolve our Cloudfin Raptor and get in there. And I should have played the Mutavault. But that's what happens when you commentate, you don't think. We'll get in there for one, see what else he puts out. But now he's got a second guess thinking in Nib Magus Elemental with an untapped. He doesn't know exactly why it's in here for. I mean, it should be quite obvious. It's just in here for the Master Waves. But I'm feeling very confident with this matchup. We might lose round one, but round two, hey, there we go. We get the Steam Vents. I think that it's fine to just put the Mutavault out. And we'll evolve our Cloudfin Raptor again. And pass the turn to him, as this will give us a blocker. And we just need to stonewall him here. And we have Keranos in a couple turns. And Keranos, this guy can't be the target of black or red spells. Keranos can actually eat this guy. So yes, I am a little bit worried if this is a hexproof type deck. But it's just Fiendslayer Paladins. He can't do anything. Can't attack into my walls here. My Cloudfin Raptor that could. So Temple of Epiphany is actually a little bit stronger than Steam Vents because it allows us to scry. We absolutely want that on top. It's going to be very hard for him to come back from this. He needs like a Spear of Heliod here, or some way to actually get through my walls, but it's going to be triple Fiendslayer Paladins. And he's going to hate life when I actually chuck out this Keranos, which might end up getting Banishing Light, but I think he would have taken care of my Cloudfin Raptor at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we could actually play Thassa, and Keranos could be active to evolve, but I don't think at this point that it's necessary. We're just going to go ahead, get this dude out. He is such a problem. He's got to top deck into a Banishing Light here to deal with him. Let's see if he has it. If he doesn't, either Keranos is going to give me insane card draw, or it's going to start taking out his guys. And yes, like Brave the Elements could be a bit of a problem. But most likely, we're going to be able to take out a Fiendslayer Paladin. We'll see if he Braves here, if he wants to keep it alive. That's just silly if he does, though. And we have a redundant Thassa. But now we have active Keranos. And again, I don't think there's a way he can come back from this. So we can actually swing in here for the Cloudfin and the Keranos. He's taking some damage. He's down to a 10. We still have a blocker in Thassa, and we've got him dead on board next turn. So he did miss out on his explosive draw. I'm thinking this actually might be a mono-white devotion list. I didn't get to see a lot here, so I don't know if Izzet Staticaster is actually worth bringing in. Izzet Charm does seem, if he's running Precinct Captains, does seem to be a card to bring in, but I think Ral Zarek is just a bit more powerful. Turn and Burn is fine, and I do believe the Izzet Charms are something that are useful. Everything else, Keranos does seem very good. Like, the thing is that with this deck, I think that Bidance might be the weak link, and we'll just keep in one Izzet Charm. And this way we only have to cut 2 cards. Revitalization does seem very good, though. It can handle a lot of difficult things to handle. I think Nib Magus Elemental is the weak link here, as we have plenty of 1-drops without Nib Magus Elemental. I don't think we need Perforos active. In fact, we probably don't even need Perforos, as it could just be a dead draw trying to deal with it. And I think another Izzet Charm would be the right play. So we'll see if Ral Zarek actually shines here. A lot of times it's a 2-for-1 or even more. And this is a fine draw. It's very, very slow, but we have the first turn way to Temple of Epiphany. And we'll see if which version he is here. Okay, so he puts out a Temple of Enlightenment. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's some sort of a Farah draw or a Fera deck with Heliod and mono white. So he's going to try to pump out a lot of tokens by Nykthos Shrine of Nyx, and then Fera's in here and Heliod's in here. So Keening Apparition, I have 0 enchantments in the deck. Willis Temple of Epiphany here. Hopefully scry that to the bottom. I think it's weak at this point. I don't think it's worth it to draw into it, so we're going to be taking some damage. But even a Master for 2 is fine. It evolves Cloudfin twice, and he's got to deal with that. Again, we're going to be taking 2. And maybe the blue's in here for just more added detention spheres. So see if like a Fiendslayer Paladin comes out here. Burmaz, and that's actually going to be very tough for us to deal with. Nightveil Spectre is a great draw. That is an excellent draw. And of course, I'm going to keep it out so we can actually block the token that he swings in with Burmaz. So the worst case scenario is he actually gets out a Spear of Heliod here, because then I'm in a very, very difficult position. But Master Waves is great. It puts out a lot of stuff. Somebody left Sky Knight. I'm sure he's going to tap. Yep. Yes, I was going to block with that. So I can't even attack till the next turn either. At least I get to take care of this 1/1. And down to a 13. So this might be the mid-range version with black. We could actually take care of... That is very tempting to put out another Nightveil Spectre, but I don't think it's necessary to be greedy here. We just run out and we make him answer this Master Waves. Which again evolves the Cloudfin Raptor twice. And again, he's got enough Banishing Lights to really, and Detention Spheres to really deal with this. But we have plenty of threats, or plenty of ways to actually... We can take out the left Sky Knight. Okay, this is just the old school black, white, so Esper mid-range. I haven't seen this deck in quite a while. I'm sure Obsidian's in here. I'm sure Blood Baron's in here. So we do have a bit to go. I mean, we have to race that. But the longer this game goes on, I think the better chance we have. I mean, we can do a one-turn kill quite easily. If he doesn't have that Banishing Light in his hand, then we are great. I mean, they do have ultimate prices. They do have last breaths. They have ways to deal with all of our dudes. But again, at this point, he is just in very, very bad positioning here. I will make the trade with Lev Sky Knight with the Cloudfin Raptor. And I will be able to kill off a Keening Apparition as well if he decides to attack in that way. But I'm really just stonewalling him here. I don't know if I go for another Master Waves. I think what I do is I just pump out a Ral Zarek here. And at least get rid of the Lev Sky Knight. So throw this on the bottom. And this allows us to take care of one issue. And again, I'm thinking it's fine for us to get into there with Nightveil Spectre now. He has no way to block it. I guess I should have played lands after. But we get a Banishing Light, and that, oh, we are one luck sack for getting that off the top. So again, you haven't seen the Mana Confluence interaction of us drawing into the Mana Confluence to be able to cast anything. But I mean, I think they do run Supreme Verdicts in here. He Detention Spheres on the Master, but now if we get a white mana, we can actually take care of it. And this is going to give him a bit of a... Where is he going to go with his attack? I think he just goes into Ral Zarek with Burmaz. Which absorbs me that 3 damage. And again, if I draw a white or get a white off him, I'm in great shape because it gets the Banishing Light to get his Detention Sphere. And okay, so... And this allows us to take out a Keening Apparition as well. Oh, okay, never mind. He's got the Keening Apparitions for... the Banishing Light. So that's going to take one out here. And we still have a lot of plays. I think what I do is I do swing in. Oh, that is so beautiful. We will swing in with the Nightveil Spectre and see if we get a a hit with him. We get a left Sky Knight, so that doesn't help. We'll play our land, and we could Hall of Triumph and Master or Nightvale Spectre, which makes 3/4s and 3/4s. I think that might be the right play. And then we can Master for huge. That way he can't. Attack in with his Bramaz. Looking very good for us. I mean, he could draw into another Detention Sphere to take care of the Nightvale Spectres, but it gives us a blocker for his Bramaz. Again, this is looking pretty bad for him, especially after Master Waves and double Nightvale Spectre trying to hit that land off the top. I mean, even a left Sky Knight with our Hall of Triumph is such a threat. Can't quite even cast his Obsidian. It's just going to be a Fiendslayer Paladin, which is such a dead draw at this point. And he does just pass the turn, which gives us the Frostburn Weird, which is huge. It's just going to be attacking with both of these guys. Which I'm sure is going to hit a Plains off one of them. Yes, there's the Plains. To cast the Banishing Light on the Detention Sphere. And then we get the second Master. And, ooh, maybe I did this wrong. I think I was a bit greedy here. Because we're dead to the Brave of the Elements. And I don't know if he runs it or not. It's probably one of those cards that you keep in or bring in versus mono blue because it gives you an out. And we got two of his lands off the top that he didn't need. And maybe that was a little bit greedy to take that other Master. I should have taken his Bramaz, because 3 for 5, 6, 7, 8. He attacks for exactly 8. But he kills my Banishing Light, which is fine. Oh, he's going to Detention Sphere all of the tokens. That's fine. We still have 3 2s. Still dead to Brave the Elements. But this is going to be very hard for him to attack in. Which he does not. I mean, he's just dead to the Flyers. And we can Izzet Charm. I don't know if Izzet Charm does anything. We'll swing in with the Flyers. And that should be a wrap. Unless he's got some shenanigans that can actually... Yep, cannot deal with it. I didn't think he could deal with it. So, yeah, look at that. Look at that. This deck actually goes the distance. And Nightthose Shining Nyx next game would have been great as well. So yeah, hope you liked that. This Daily Brew actually worked out very well for us. I actually played an entire series. I'll do a wrap-up video since we did play an entire series. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.